So a funny thing was happening on the weekend. I flew up to Brisbane to teach, and once I arrived, I received this flurry of text messages from my wife. My son had fallen off the bed, head first, hitting his head, hurting himself. And this was amusing because I just happened to be reading a paper about children, balance, and academic outcome. So I did what any parent would do. I recorded it. Let's talk about balance. So let's talk about balance. Balance is a fascinating thing inside our body, and it's actually the interaction between three systems to help provide an uprightedness kind of stature. Firstly, it involves our eyes. We need to be able to see where the horizon is and keep our heads nice and level. In fact, there are head-righting reflexes that develop to help maintain this posture. Secondly, there is the balance center inside our ear, also known as the vestibular organ. Now, this is actually three canals oriented in such a way that they act in like almost a gyroscopic fashion to help us position and know whereabouts our head is in space. And lastly, we have to have awareness come from the rest of our body so we know where our body is in space. And this process is called proprioception. So on that plane trip, I happened to be reading a paper that was looking more so at balance. And it was this paper here, a paper by Dr. Wayne Haynes. Fantastic little bit of research, this one, because what it is doing is looking at academic performance of kids in grade 5 and 6 and assessing how well they balance. And what was interesting is the kids that balanced better performed better academically. Now this had me question what's going on with my son. He'd had a fall, and that's going to influence the way his neck worked, which is influencing his balance. So what I did is I recorded a series of videos to see how things change. This is him after his fall. So it's the eyes closed and the walking one. Okay, and start walking. So as you can see, there is certainly a bit of balance going on. So this is him at the fall. This is a comparison to his sister. She is 2 years older than him, but you can see there's a little bit of a difference in the way that they're able to place and orient their feet. There's much more confidence in the way his sister is doing this one compared to how he is doing it. What I did is I gave him a treatment on that day. This is actually what it looks like after that treatment. As you can see, there are some changes, but it's still a work in progress. And in fact, today, we're going to give him another treatment and test his balance again. Let's see how that goes. Great. Use your arms to balance and eyes closed. That's the way. Let's walk. So as you can see, things have certainly changed for the better for my son. Now, this isn't to say that chiropractic is going to fix everyone's balance-based issues, and it isn't going to say that now he's going to perform brilliantly academically because his balance is doing well. No, but what it may do is help provide the right environment and the right groundwork for better development over time. So, is your child able to perform this test? This tandem walking test should be able to be done by 5 years of age with your eyes closed. So take your kid, give them a check and see how they go, because there may be something that we may be able to assist with. And if you have any questions, you can ask Dr. Christian.